Hey there, friends. This is Kristen Fagan with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading here on the Softlex Company YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're new here, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you can get all sorts of jewelry making tips and tricks, tutorials, live beading parties, and all that good stuff. Hi, Gail. Happy Monday. How are you doing today? I am ready to play with our Twilight Sky collection. I'm excited to dive into it. These colors are super pretty, and I think this is going to be a popular color combination for so many of you. I know I have a lot of purple lovers out there, a lot of blue lovers, and this combines those purples and dark blues with a little pop of tanzanite. Hey, Julie. Hi, Barbara and Maria. Good to see you all on this Free Spirit Beading Monday. Hi, Terry. How is everyone doing out there? Did you have a great weekend? I had, what did I do this weekend? Well, if you join me over on Kristen Fagan Art and Design, I had a studio sale last week. And so I spent a good portion of this weekend packing up my orders and creating artsy gratitude thank you cards to go in all of my orders. And then packaging everything else up to ship today. So those all went out today. So I spent a good portion of my weekend working on that. But I also had a very creative weekend. Hey, Donna. Hi, Lori. Hi, Becky. Hello, Zach. On vacation in Atlanta. Hotlanta. Oh, that's got to be fun. Atlanta is someplace I don't think I've ever been. I feel like I've maybe driven through on the East Coast going down, but I've never actually been to Atlanta. That is someplace where a good friend of mine many years ago in art school here in Arizona, she moved to the Atlanta area, and it looks just lovely. And I miss her and wish I could go see her. So maybe one day I will make it out to Atlanta. Hi, Rebecca. So I had a super creative weekend. I was involved in a creative workshop, art workshop called Make, Create, Express last year, back in 2021. And they just kicked off their next one this particular weekend. And for the first 2 days, like the first weekend kickoff, you get to try all of the classes, like a little taster for free, and then you sign up for the whole thing. So I got to just play with a couple of free taster videos this weekend too. So I feel like I got a lot of creative time in. Oh, Sandra says, not a great day. I found out that I have copied you yourself, or that you have been copied. And sometimes, it's hard to not copy at all, even if you think you're doing something kind of new. A lot of stuff's been done before, right? So it is a little tricky. Good day from Sydney, Australia, Christina. Zach says, yes, definitely fun. And one day you will. Hi, Kim. Yeah. Time to go home. All right. Catch me later. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Hey, Rose. Good to see you. So yeah, so I've had a super creative weekend, and I'm feeling really excited to bead with you all today. Oh, maybe it changed. Sandra says she's got the bid. So maybe when you typed it in, it did a auto change to copied. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get well soon and it doesn't stick around very long and you're able to stay safe and have everyone in your family stay safe. Hi, Cynthia from Maine. Great to see you. So today I'm taking a look at our Twilight Sky exclusive Jesse James bead mixes and bead strands that we have over at softflexcompany.com. Twilight Sky is our theme for the midsummer market. Here's my Twilight Sky kit, which we have now sold out of. We sold out of them, I think, at the end of last week. So if you have your kit, bring it to the Great Bead Extravaganza Midsummer Market to make along with Softflex Company. Sarah will be there on our behalf. And if you missed out on the kit, you can still pick up all of the stuff that I'm sharing with you today, because they're just all the mixes and the strands, the trios, all that stuff is available at softflexcompany.com still. So a couple of things. Midsummer Market is coming up quick. I think we've got our friend Christy. Let me check the takeover schedule. I think we've got our friend Christy Friesen today over in the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group taking over. And then we have Candy Cooper, the fabulous Candy Cooper tomorrow. And then we have our final company, which will be Allegory Gallery. Andrew and William will take over on Wednesday. That'll be the last of the takeover days, and then you've got about a week before we get into the midsummer market, and that is preview night, July 22nd. The show dates are July 23rd and 24th, and you can find it all in the free Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group. It is a virtual event, so all of the tutorials and shopping and deals are all happening in the Facebook group, July 23rd and 24th. And then lastly, you can find Softflex Company on Saturday, July 23rd at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. I am not sure if I will be there. I will be traveling, and I will be picking up my son from music camp on that Saturday, and I don't know how my connection's going to be with Wi-Fi, and I don't know what time I exactly will have to go over there and get him. So I'm not sure if it'll line up. If I can make it, I will definitely jump on, but Sarah for sure will be there during our time slot on Saturday at 1:30, working with the Twilight Sky kit, and I'm sure we'll have some new things to share with you too. And then lastly, hey Janet, hi Maria. Lastly, I've got here, we have a Prime Day special going on at softflexcompany.com. It is 3 days only. It kicked off today. It'll be today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And what we put together are some Prime Day bundles for you. You get up to 50% off of Softflex beading wire in select bundles. 3 days only, not valid with any other discounts. It'll end July 13th or while supplies last. And we put them together in a bundle of 10-foot spools, a bundle of 30-foot spools, and a bundle of 100-foot spools. So the bundle of 10-foot spools, and they are chosen colors that we have either an excess of or that are on our closeout. So they are put together as a bundle. You'll get 30% off the 10-foot spool bundle. You get 40% off the 30-foot spool bundle, and you get 50% off the 100-foot spool bundle. So if you are in need of replenishing your beading wire, or if you're trying to stock up for the holidays and doing some holiday crafting, I totally suggest taking a look, seeing what we've got over there, and grabbing a bundle while you can. 3 days, and then they'll be gone. We don't ever give discounts really more than, usually our discount is around 20%. Sometimes you might get a 25% thrown in there as on a very rare occasion. So to be able to pick up spools at 30, 40, and 50% off is huge. So be sure to take a look, and if it calls to you, grab some wire. Anything else I missed? If you're joining me new, hello, I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Softflex Company on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, working with beads and wire, making some jewelry tutorials. Please like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Oh, I have a winner to announce. Maybe I should say that next before I get going and totally forget. So last week we visited with Jamie Yoshida of the Bead Gallery on Wednesday and made a awesome aloha bracelet design with her. And then she wanted to gift a subscriber, a YouTube subscriber that subscribes to both the Bead Gallery and Softflex Company, the remainder of her kit, all of the stuff that she didn't end up using. And so we were supposed to announce it on Friday, Sarah and I, but we started talking about the Seed Bead Revolution book and got all into it and totally spaced. So here I am on Monday, and we have a winner to announce to you. Damien, will you share the winner in the comments? Awesome. The Aloha winner is Trina Babb. Yay! Round of applause. Congratulations, Trina Babb. We will be in touch and get your information over to Jamie in Hawaii, and she will send out your prize, the remainder of her kit. So that was really sweet of Jamie to offer, and always a lot of fun to be able to do some giveaways with you. All right, so without further ado, let's take a look. Terry says, congratulations, what a wonderful prize. Yeah, our kits are pretty fun, and the Aloha kit was very special. So it's nice to be able to gift more beading goodies, right? So here's our Twilight Sky collection, and all of this stuff is 20% off right now up until tomorrow, July 12th. We have put together a curated Twilight Sky category for you. So it's got all of these items in it, aside from the craft wire, I should say. It's got these two strands, this trio of beading wire, and this lovely bead mix, but it also has lots of other things like lapis and fire polish and check glass and all sorts of other items that match and go with this color palette. So take a look if you haven't yet and see what is in that. Actually, let me move this way. What is in that Twilight Sky collection category. There's no coupon needed. You just add it to your shopping cart and you'll see the discount. It is for retail orders, so it's not valid with any other order discounts, but it'll just pop right in there, that sale price, when you add it to your cart. Now for craft wire, we do have a special going on. Buy 8 spools, get them all for 20% off. So if you get 8 different spools, you can mix and match the different gauges and the different colors. You'll get 20% off all of them when you add 8 or more into your cart. So let's take a closer look at what I got here. I've got the trios. This is the Twilight Sky trio pack, and it's got 10 feet each of our dark blue lapis, our purple amethyst, and our tanzanite beading wire. These are all in 0.019 medium diameter, all purpose. They go with all sorts of different products to string, and then you'll just crimp your design closed. So next up, let's take a look at these strands. Becky is saying, I love both of those strands. Beautiful. Yeah, they really are pretty. This one is the blue Twilight. And it is this rich, gorgeous dark blue, which matches our dark blue lapis really perfectly. Look at that. So that's the blue Twilight strand. And these are made for us from our friends over at JJB Beads. They are exclusive to Softlex Company, and they are limited quantities. So once they are gone, they are gone. This one is the purple Twilight. I think we have both still. Maybe Damien can go check that for me because I didn't actually look at that before I went live. Curious. I think we still have both strands available. So this is the purple Twilight. This one goes lovely with our purple amethyst wire. And this one has these really, I love these little emerald cut shaped beads in the center there, as well as these gorgeous boho beads, the flowers on there. And then this one's super sparkly. It's like this one reminds me of an Easter egg, but a very, very sparkly one. You can't even, the camera's not even grabbing it. It's so sparkly. So that's the bead strands. And then last but not least, this is the Twilight Sky bead mix. And I am definitely playing with this. I even got a head start on it. You get two of these adorable little, these remind me of like little dresses or little skirts, these tassels. You get two of these lovely butterfly charms, really quite a nice size. You have 4 of these really big baubles, and they are silver on one side and then have like a AB finish kind of on the other side. Maria loves the JJB strands, but she never knows what to do with them. Really, Maria? I think Sarah just used these strands in a necklace last week, and I know we have a ton of videos to inspire you. And I know that JJB Beads has a group also called The Secret Stash, which has got tons of inspiration in there too. So you can, a lot of times you can just string these up really just like this and make it look at the front of a necklace. They are about the size of a bracelet. You just have to add a clasp. So you can string them just as they are and make some really simply beautiful designs, or you can cut them up and use parts and pieces of it. I think Sarah cut them up and ended up mixing and matching them a little bit. So those are some glass pearls. Becky loves butterflies. Yeah, I'm going to use one of those butterflies, I think, in my design today for sure. These are super pretty. They have a kind of like a silver wash over them that kind of goes into the recesses of the bead pattern. Little flowers. There's 4 of those. And then a mix of all of these beautiful glass beads. So we've got some purple diamond shape, some squares, that AB finish on there. Oops, excuse me. These little purple rondelles. I think we got 4 of those. Got a bunch of these little blue rounds. and these really pretty dark blue, kind of like metallic flash on them, rondelles. Fun little metal spacers. These kind of have a, they look like they are glitter. They are silver, but they have like this glittery texture. Maria says, I watch the videos showcasing necklaces and they inspire me to do other things. Well, I'm glad that they're inspiring you. Sometimes it's not always linear the way our creativity works, right? We see someone make something and then it kind of triggers the idea to go off in our own direction. And that's okay too. Maybe you can do like a strand, Jesse James, JJB Bead Strand Designing Day, where you challenge yourself to come up with ideas just using the strands. A little self-imposed creative challenge. All right, so that's the last of it. Those are all of my beads here in that Twilight Sky bead mix. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this cute little earring with you. I have some of these pieces left from our chain. If you remember a couple weeks back with the Pretty in Pink strand, we made these earrings with the larger circles from that chain that's now sold out, but I think you can find similar components, or you can use craft wire to make your component. And these are some of the little ones I have left. So I'm going to play with that today. Becky watches videos all the time for inspiration from a lot of jewelry makers. That's the way to do it. I feel like when you watch a lot of different people and you get a lot of different inspiration, then it becomes a little bit of a melting pot, right? And then you've got your own designs show up with bits and pieces of all the things you've learned. So I will need these two dark blue rondelles, this adorable little skirt tassel, and I need one of these silver little spacer beads. Oh, Maria says she finds the company and the swishing of beads inspiring. The swishing of beads is inspiring, isn't it? I like that too. As I smush and swoosh in here. Let me take this one out also. So I'm going to put those aside for a second and play with these little pieces. Now these are no longer closed. These were closed loops on the chain, but I had to cut them to open them up. So they do have a little bit of a seam somewhere. There it is. And what I did with this one is I just decided to wrap right below or right above the seam so that hopefully there's no issue of it popping open. I was afraid if the seam fell to the bottom or the top that maybe the ear wire or the charm would slide off. And so by putting the seam on the sides of the wrapping, it should be more secure. And I'm going to be using Softlex craft wire, non-tarnished, silver plated in the 22 gauge. I have been playing with this one a lot lately. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've just been on a 22 gauge little wire wrapping kick. So I just take my nylon jaw pliers and straighten out my wire from the spool. Snip this off. It's probably about 4 inches there. Then I'm going to pick up my ring, and that's where my seam is right there. So I'm just going to wrap right below it. Get that first one going. And I'll wrap around 4 times. And then using my pliers, either your flat nose, your chain nose, this is my bent nose, just going to squish those coils closer together. And just using my finger, I'm going to straighten out any kinks that I created in that wire, any bends, before I slide on my beads. Just like so. And now I'm going to take this wire and bend it around and through the center. If you want to get a better grip on it, you could just grab one of your pliers and then you can pull it through a little more tightly. Okay, and now I just want to make sure I didn't push it out of the center, because sometimes I can get a little heavy-handed. I'm going to decide which side is my back and push both my wires to that back. And then using my flat nose pliers, I'll just trim off the excess, pointing the wire, the flat side towards my jewelry piece. For some reason, I'm off screen. I think I have to move my tripod up a little bit. I think I have it a little too close to me today. So I want my flat part towards my jewelry piece, and I'm pointing my wire towards my surface so that when I cut it, it falls down to my table and not back up at me. And then using my chain nose or my bent nose pliers, I'm just going to tuck those little end pieces in. And there's my component. So all we have to do now is just add our little charm and our ear wire. Let's do the charm first, my little tassel. So these have an open loop on them, so you could just grab a hold with your chain nose pliers, twist it open to the side, add it to your ring, and then close it back down. And then you're going to do the same with the ear wire above your beads. Twist it to the side. And then close it back up. And you've got a sweet pair of little earrings. If you find that they end up moving around too much on you, what I did on this one is I created a little bit of wrapping around both sides of the ear wire, and that way it held it in place. I'm thinking I actually put one of these on before I went live, and it stayed really well. So I think because it's smaller, it might not float back and forth as much, but that would be a good tip if you just find that your ear wire is moving around and it's not staying stable in the center, to just do a little wrapping on each side of that ear wire. So this is the other one I was playing with, the other idea with the butterfly and the cube. What do you think about that? I wasn't sure if it was too long, and I'm wondering if I should do them asymmetrical. Have the cube be at the top on this one, and maybe just put a jump ring at the bottom. Or should I keep it the same? I love these purple and blue colors together. Oh, they're so pretty. Donna loves the butterfly one. Gail likes the idea of asymmetrical. Donna likes putting it at the bottom. Trina loves the butterfly. I like it both ways. Trina, congratulations. Did you hear that you were the winner? I don't know if you were here when I announced it, but welcome. And you are the winner of our Aloha kit that Jamie from the Bead Gallery opened last week. She was choosing, she wanted to gift whatever she didn't use to someone that subscribes to both the Softflex Company and the Bead Gallery YouTube channel, and you were chosen as our winner. So if you can message us you can actually just message me directly, Kristen, Kristen, at softflexcompany.com. And I will get your information over to Jamie so she can ship out your prize. Oh, that was great. I'm so glad you commented. Marianne likes the butterfly ones. Lydia says she likes them. The butterfly is pretty. Keep them the same. All right, it looks like I've got more comments that said keep it the same. But if you wanted to play around, this is a fun way to get just slightly asymmetrical. Is just changing it just a smidge. So both of these little beads are from the Twilight Sky bead mix, just like the beads over here are as well. And I'll cut about the same 3 or 4 inches of 22 gauge Softflex craft wire in the non-tarnished silver plated color. This is a copper wire base, and then it is silver plated with the silver, and then it has a enamel on top, so it'll stay nice and bright and won't tarnish on you. So I'll just go about 1/4 of the way down and turn it perpendicular, so 90 degrees with my chain nose plier. You're welcome, Trina. I'm so glad that you jumped on here and I was able to tell you in person. You can also email info, I-N-F-O, at softflexcompany.com if you didn't catch my email address. So make my first little loop, and then I'm going to attach my butterfly. I just noticed that I put this one on backwards, so I'll fix that. And then holding my loop, I'm going to go ahead and wrap around 2 or 3 times. Trim the wire, tuck it in, and you can also kind of scoot these up if they get a little unwieldy. Scoot them together. Then I'm going to add my bead, and I want the other loop to go in the same direction as this loop. I don't know why I keep holding it backwards, but this is the front of the butterfly. This is the back of the butterfly. The front has just a little bit more detail. I don't think I realized there was a front and a back when I made the first earring. Oh, Janelda says, Kay was running late today, so it made you late for me. Oh no, she's messing with your whole schedule today, Janelda. What was Kay up to over there today? I'm just going to wrap that around a few times. I should probably be holding it in my other hand, but so this wire is really soft. If your loops get a little wonky or out of sync, you can just put them back into place fairly easily. Yes, they totally would. Good question, Mary. Mary is asking, would the paints work on the butterflies? So what she's talking about is we've got some ultimate paint colors. Oh, let's see what color I have here. I have a pretty little lavender, I think. It's called Opalite. And it's this really pretty purple color. But this is Ultimate Paints. You can find these over at softflexcompany.com. They work on the wood panels that we shared with you last week, but they also work on metal and resin and lots of other leather. Lots of other different surfaces. It didn't quite stick to glass, but if you put a sealer on it, you might be able to get away with that. That could be a really fun way to add a little extra purple to this butterfly. Then I'm just going to add my ear wire to the top, just like so. Really cute. I have to fix this one because I put the butterfly on, or I put the ear wire on backwards. I could just flip it. spin it around, and now I've got it on the right way. Should we paint this little butterfly? What other colors do I have? I've got dark blue and purplite or opal. This one's called lapis and opalite. And oh, I have amethyst too. So amethyst, lapis, and opalite. Maria says blue. And while you guys are choosing, I'll show you some of these ones I made. We made this one on Friday. Well, I painted it on was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was Wednesday that I started painting it, and I did the blue waves. And then after the video, I added some of the yellow and orange to the background to really make that stand out. And then on Friday, I worked on this little piece here that was inspired by Seed Bead Revolution, and then I put it all together. That was really fun. You could still get this waves pop out. We got amethyst from Becky and blue from Maria. And then I have these two little ones that have the waves on it to make some earrings. I haven't done any earrings to match just yet. And let's see, this is from the Aloha bead mix, where these little shells, and then these are still, so this one's sold out, but these are still available, the little wooden pieces with the wave on them. All three colors for Marianne, blue for Lydia, amethyst for Becky, and blue for Maria. Okay, lucky I still have all of this stuff right here. So let's see. I'll just move these over. Bring in my little plate. Donna says, can you mix the opalite and the blue? Janelda says, all three. All right, let's put all three colors and see. I'm just putting the colors down on a little plastic baggie so that my plate can stay on my table and be available for the next one. So the light one is the opalite. The darker purple is the amethyst. And the dark blue is the lapis. And let me grab my brushes. Marisol says JOB getting in the way. I know. I had meetings on Thursday. I was trying to sneak away on Thursday, and I ended up having meetings, and I was like, oh, it's just not going to happen. Just see what color comes. I feel like it'll be like a tanzanite color if I mix the opalite with the lapis. That's pretty. Okay, I'm going to start with the dark lapis color, and I'm just going to put it on the little body. right in the center. I'm thinking I will go from maybe darker to lighter. Oops, I globbed that on a little bit. Let's see. What do I do if I glob it on and it closes up? I grab a little craft wire, right? Ooh, I have a little piece here. And let's poke it through. There we go. Problem solved. So what happened was I got a little too much paint and it sort of sat in the center where those little openings are. I just poked it with the craft wire. And it released that paint. Oh, 7th birthday. Marisol says, today is my baby bear's 7th birthday. Happy birthday, baby bear. Oh, sweet. What do you have going on to celebrate? And I'll do this lighter one on the edges. Can you see that? Let's see what, maybe I can lift it up off the plate in a second. Give it a second to dry. You can also go back with another layer. I was trying to be a little bit more dainty with my first layer. Oh, sorry, you were having some trouble over on Facebook, Jan. You did the right thing. Jumping over to the other one sometimes helps. Unless it's your connection that's causing the issue, but sometimes just one of them gets overloaded. I don't usually paint like so micro. So these paints and little little projects lately are testing me to paint so much more, so much smaller. Let's see if we can get that to focus. So I started with the dark blue in the center and then moved to the amethyst and then did the opalite on the edges of the wings. Oh, Jan here, but Janelda on Facebook. You were incognito, Jan. Oh, Marisol's waiting for her first grandbaby to be born. Oh my gosh. You're all over the map. That's so exciting. Hooray. Mary, how quickly does it dry? I actually haven't tested it. It dries pretty fast. I would say it's still a little tacky right now, but maybe in another like 15 minutes or so, it'll be pretty dry to the touch. I only did the front side. So you could either do both sides, or since we know how to easily switch this with just taking this ear wire off, You can even keep them so that you've got one side that's just silver and one side that's painted. The other thing I could do is I'm going to do it with my finger right here, is I'm rubbing a little bit off since it's not really dry yet. But you could rub a little bit off the areas that are sticking up, and that way you have a little bit of silver peeking through. I'm going to do that on this side too. And if it was more dry, where I couldn't rub it off, I bet you can use a little bit of a damp paper towel, or even just like a very fine sandpaper to peel a little bit. Ooh, I like that. That really helped, I think, to let that little bit of silver on the body poke through. It like catches the light. So cool. Well, I wasn't expecting to do that today, but thank you all for suggesting it, because that was fun. As you know, I always love a little painting time, and I think I'm getting better with these smaller micro pieces. Ooh, that looks good on the gray. You can really see it. You can really see it that way. Now they are even better, says Marianne. And Jan says, that looks great. Thank you, Janelda. So we didn't get a chance to open up the strands yet. I'll have to come up with something else for these. I was thinking of using this larger ring. I have one more big ring left, but I don't really know exactly what to do with it. But I was thinking to using the larger ring in the center and then cutting up these strands, maybe have a little dangle hanging here. But that might be for another day. Or maybe I'll do it on Instagram Reels or something. But shh, don't tell Sarah, then she'll be looking for it. I'd rather just say maybe and see if it happens. Well, thank you all for joining me today. That was so much fun. I hope you got a better look at our Twilight Sky collection, which is 20% off until tomorrow, July 12th. Yeah, I'm glad to cheer you up, Marianne. Thank you for cheering me up too. I always look forward to talking with all of you. And Mondays are not always, they're not always the best. So it's really nice that I get to show up here in the middle of the day on the Monday, and we get to cheer each other up and do a little creative healing. Twilight Sky items on sale, 20% off. We have those Prime Day bundles. If you missed it in the beginning, let me mention it again. Prime Day bundle sale. It is a bundle of 10 foots or a bundle of 30 foots or a bundle of 100 foot of beading wire, Softflex medium in a selection of colors, and you'll get up to 50% off. 3 days only, or while supplies last. So ends July 13th, and it's not valid with any other discounts. Last week for the Midsummer Market takeovers, so check them out. We've got our buddy Christy Friesen today. We have Candy Cooper tomorrow, and we have Allegory Gallery on Wednesday. And then you can join us all for the preview night, July 22nd. Show dates July 23rd and 24th coming up here with Sarah at Softflex Company. Going to be on at 1:30 on Saturday, July 23rd. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber yet. Oh, Janelda says, me and Kay make Monday special. Aw, me and my buddy Kay. She's such a joy. Oh, Prime Day. What? I know. Did it sneak up on you? It is Prime Day today. It's actually, I think it's today and tomorrow, and we're just extending it till Wednesday here at Softlex Company. Give you one more day of those great Prime deals. Thanks, Trina. Have a wonderful day, and be sure to message me your address. Soul's in trouble, meow. Then she's got to go check and see what everyone's offering for Prime Day deals. All right, everyone. I will see you. Oh, I won't see you next Monday. I will be in Pennsylvania next Monday with my son over at music camp at Penn State University. And I'm going to be stopping by and seeing our friends, Andrew and William, over at Allegory Gallery, just for check them out while I'm somewhat in the area of them. So I won't be here next Monday, but I will be back the following Monday. So I will see you all then. And oh, Marianne says it's tomorrow and Wednesday for Prime. So we're getting a head start, even better. I couldn't remember. I knew it was usually 2 days and we made it 3 days, but so we're getting a little head start. You're getting an extra special early bird Prime Day. All right, so I won't see you next Monday, but I will see you the Monday after that. I will see you this Wednesday. We have a beading party with, I think it's Cassandra Spicer this week. I forgot to check, but I think it's Cassandra, which is always really fun. I'm actually wearing a design based on what she shared with us last time. So I look forward to that. See you on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time for our next live beading party. All right, have a great week. See you in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.